let's log in, repair, get ready to run over.
I had my headset off. Are we riding?
Yep. We're repairing right now. We're about to ride in like 5 seconds.
Ride or die. Also, could you update my soft res, Sabbath?
Yes. Can you Discord message me?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, if you need to change your soft reses, send me a message in Discord. I gotta make sure the sheet's fully updated.
Oh my god, Sheralino made it on.
Sweet.
Ditching his
Learn
sister's
from
wed.
Rid's Bliss.
That's what I'm aware of.
He's in your backyard.
You'd actually probably be able to find my my Wi-Fi spot though, because it's Discworld themed.
Do you want to do 2 summons at the orb for Silent Sherlino?
Yes. If you got some more locks and some shards, I don't mind staying out for just another minute or two.
We're looking good on tanks. Right, we got Hungry, Sabbath, Jiraiya, Quan. You can probably go full DPS.
Yeah, should be good.
Okay, good. I left my tanking gear in the bank.
Alec might even as well.
Hey, what's up with it, guys?
All right, the seed has been planted. I'm gonna pass the lead over to Sabbath.
But no, we're doing buckler.
What the fuck?
Doing some BWL.
Oh.
Don't sound so excited.
Everything Cthulhu.
We're tentatively gonna try and do Cthulhu after.
Don't summon me yet. I gotta buy stuff.
All right, Sabbath, you're ready.
There's 2 alliance coming.
Okay, thanks.
That guy was full world buffed. That mage, I should have killed him. I'll stand like this so that no one can click the orb because my fat body's over it. Got a better idea.
You're the worst.
I the only one seeing this mage running into the corner here?
Nope.
Doesn't look
Yeah,
like
he's
it.
got a very long load screen.
Guys, once you get inside, stay online and start buffing up.
Are we good to go?
No, but we need to start buffing.
Well, no, I mean, like, do we need to summon anyone else? Can we go in?
I think. Silent, did you get a summon?
I was buying something.
So no.
No.
You got 2 minutes once you get to 7.
I'm ready now.
Yes.
We need one more clicker. It's just me and Zen out here.
Okay.
There's Lupo. Just kidding.
Actually, probably on for stuff you guys.
This mage is still here.
What the fuck?
I'm just building up slice and dice. Not taking damage.
Attack him.
Oh, we just got the kill.
Hey,
Just hit it for 1200 and then it died.
what's up, Plasma? Plasma, I'll have something that you're really excited about.
New corners right now, Ryan, or call them out.
When I was making this, I knew that you'd be hyped on it.
Yeah. Henry, are you able to
I'll
take
play
the
it.
south corner?
In a minute, though.
We'll have,
Actually, we can do it
group
while we're
2 south
buffing.
then. Dry Hunger, you guys got your normal corners. You mind doing it actually?
I
Do you like it? Do you like it?
don't know if my pet / tank bar is probably set up right.
Okay. Austin, do you have your tank stuff with you?
The short answer is no.
Why
I-
can't,
I have some leather gear on me, but
why can't Hunger Dry just do it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We've never had them do it either, so I don't know if their pet bars are set up either. Hungry
I don't
Dread,
have
do you guys
anything
know if
set
you
up.
guys have pet bar stuff working?
If you have anything resembling default UI, it shouldn't be a problem.
Do it if you guys want.
Well, you have to tank the boss.
I can
The last
Can
person
feign.
they tank the boss.
I can do it. I'll just kind of need a lot of heals.
I believe in.
I think-
Austin's pumpkin.
I think.
Alright, let's just do it, Boomkin, so we can get this going.
Okay, I have to put all that shit on right now, huh? For like the whole time.
Yep.
Okay, I can just do the orb the whole time. Then we don't even need to swap if we're gonna do that. Let me hold on. Let me put on. Hold on. Hold on.
That's
Hold
what
on.
you want to do. I
Yeah.
don't need to do much healing in this.
Alright, looks like we were good on buffs. Let's all get over here to the corner. Get ready to start pulling.
Hold on. I don't have all my shit on yet. Don't do anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I updated the loot sheet as well. Double check that it's correct. When you get a chance, Austin, you good?
Yeah.
Gonna go ahead and pull here in just a second. Pulling in 3.
All right, we're gonna boomkin tank this with 8k armor.
All right, hunters. Since we are down a few people tonight, you guys may need to be kiting more than usual. You won't be able to kill everything. Group 4 should be DPS on west side. Actually, let's have 5 west side. 4, I think.
Did it cancel me out of moonkin form?
Sorry about that, guys.
Pretty sure it canceled me out of moonkin form. Turn Age of Empires music back on.
Go.
Does it matter if I do if I leave one of the close eggs? Was the only reason we were doing that before because of parsing?
Yeah, just leave the one that's like literally right in front of you for last.
You guys gonna pop that pizza in?
But
Sure.
what I'm saying is, can I do the last one further away? Because ideally, I need like a couple of globals so I can bark skin before he jumps to me.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, I cannot get this dragon off of Golosita.
Right? I'm trying to. Thanks, Trent.
That was sketchy. What's up, Bracken? How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. How we doing? We're doing good, dude. We're about to moonkin tank Razor Gore. I think I'm gonna have to go into bear form though. I don't think I'll be able to stay in moonkin.
That one's coming back after you, Trent.
Your bomb in the middle if we need it, guys. It's like there's like about 5 or 6 eggs left.
Middle's clear.
Who am I DC'd?
Something's lagging.
He's running play.
Oh yeah, you're all over the place.
I'm lagging too.
Oh, the tentacle.
I have 3 more left.
Okay.
Okay, I'm breaking the last one in 3 seconds. Breaking it now. Get ready, get in position.
Heals and coach.
We do have one ad.
Oh boy, turn him. Goes on Sabbath. Back in coach.
OP Moon can tank, dude.
Pass that out.
OP. Literally put on my Warsong flag running gear for that right there. I think I'm also probably actually gonna feral DPS
Alright, let's
on
have
this
odd
boss.
groups go far, even groups go close. Let's move through in 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
What's up, Flump? How you doing, man? Attempting to do logistics quests, dude. Some of those quests are pretty brutal. I've started all those a little bit, but not really looking forward to finishing the Exalted quest for that ring. I definitely want to get the ring just to mess around with, but not looking forward to it.
Alright. Let's have everyone get into position. Can we get... Oh, it's just Mishko. He's not here yet. Never mind. Connor, do you need to talk to him?
Pre-pot.
Alright, good.
Okay.
Oh, you know what we'll do, dude? We'll throw the chicken out.
Alright, we should be good on
I
buffs.
think the chicken's probably not going to be very good,
Good to
but
go.
Do we want to port down for you?
I don't think we'll have the damage no matter what. I think I'm gonna die. For sure. Jiraiya, hungry, try to be second on threat if you can. And move over
Good.
immediately.
You'll live if you take the port.
But then I have to somehow get back.
we just run out and summon you back.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, go ahead and put one down
If you have world buffs, it's worth it.
I'm gonna go ahead and start it up.
We'll put one in this corner right here.
Okay.
I think it should be behind him, like on the
I don't remember my...
chairs there.
You
Way
got it
too
ready?
far for him to have to run.
Of course, it's the
Even
last
closer,
one.
even like on the stairs.
I don't see a timer. Do you guys see a timer?
19 seconds.
Combat.
Okay. Let me know when there's like 5.
Sometimes this is off and it like resets, so I don't know.
Let me know when there's 5 anyway.
So I also updated my... I hope you get burning adrenaline. No burning adrenaline. I also updated my UI here so that I have my trinkets here and my helm and my offhand because I've been like PvPing and those have been kind of like important things to keep track of. Oh, it's obviously a little too far. Can one of the resto druids fairy fire?
I have the debuff. Looks like Quan is next. Quan, moved in position if you can. Drya, heals him Drya if you can. Finish him off.
Oh, work ratios.
Got double tail swiped right there. It's okay, we didn't have any world buffs. You seem tired today? No, I'm actually feeling fine. I'm actually a little like, I'm trying to kind of figure out, I didn't have a lot of time to prep like what gear I had. So I'm kind of trying to like, I'm focusing to make sure I'm like equipping gear, trying to figure out what I'm doing on these fights. I got kind of thrown a curveball having a tank in the beginning there. So I just am kind of going through my gear, trying to figure out what I was, what I'm supposed to be trying to have on. Now the rest of this is easy. The rest of this is easy. But I was focusing. So we did get, we got a couple good turn-ins, or good kind of little upgrades. We got the offhand from the Neff head, which is actually turned into be like actually a pretty solid pickup. I'll kind of go why here in a second. And then we have like all our engineering trinkets. I've kind of gotten back in the swing of using those. And we got our 4-piece of our PvP gear. It's somewhere in here. So that's been fun to mess around with too, the increased move speed. Getting stacked with world boats tomorrow. Dark Moon Fair is in town. Yeah, I'm probably going to be trying to do that as well for next week for Thursday.
Alright guys, so we're gonna have Fu, you're gonna be on square, Wiggles, you're gonna be moon.
Tanky
Coach,
caster
you're gonna
item.
Sleep diamond. I'll take skull. Drya take X, hungry take star.
Tanky caster offhand. Yeah, so the reason that I actually really
Hunter's
like that
got it when you're
offhand
ready.
is that there's can we wait one second? Wait 1 second. Do you guys start? I'm still getting mana. Which one am I on? I'm on moon. Is that what you said?
Diamond.
Diamond. Okay.
Wiggles, you're on moon. Fuo is on square. Go ahead, hunters.
So the offhand is actually really good for PvP, but kind of in other ways that I thought. So like best items are best items, right? So if just overall DPS of an item, obviously it's going to be better if it has hit and stuff like that is great. But when you're talking about PvP situations, if you're actually, as a druid specifically, but a lot of casters, but if you're running a one-hand and an offhand, you don't really want to have any of your hit on your offhand, because what happens is if you sub in like the Skull of Impending Doom or the Furblog Pouch or the Ancient Grimoire or whatever, you lose that % hit, right? So all of a sudden your hit cap set is no longer hit cap when you start subbing in these
Drya, grab
offhands.
square, hungry, grab
So
moon.
your offhand slot, your helm slot, and your trinket slots, you're constantly moving around gear, right? So in a perfect world, you're getting hit cap outside of those slots. Same even with your weapon too, right? Because like you could potentially throw on the
let's go square
like
first,
Time Worn Mace or something if you're trying to like be tanky and flag carry or whatever. So having that offhand is actually really huge, because I should basically be trying to get my hit cap outside of those pieces I just said. And if I have that, then this offhand is really good for PvP, because it's got a lot of stats and a lot of damage. So this is like a perfect piece for our offhand when we're not using some of those utility pieces. It's best on rings and necks. So yeah, neck's okay too, but there's a lot of really good necks. So like I have arcane, the bracers of arcane accuracy, or if you had Rock Fury bracers, for example, like you're gonna have those because they're just really good. And there's not a lot of good like leather bracers for us. And then you have 2 rings, and it's easy to get the Cthulhu one. You're gonna eventually be able to get if you're killing
Alright, same
Cthulhu.
targets.
And then if you get Band Force Concentration, those are 2 really good hit rings. And then you also have your bracers, and then you're done. One other variable potentially is if you had Neff tier, then that gives you more flexibility in your ring slots. But that's kind of the kind of like consensus of the itemizing and what I've been trying to do is even if it's like a little bit less stats or whatever, having the availability to swap your offhand, once you kind of start getting used to being able to do that, it's so much fun, man. It gives you so much more like just tools that are available to you. And like I don't have Furblog pouch yet, but I planned on going to get that here pretty soon. Another thing I want to like work on. But yeah, that's like a pretty significant part. Like I was gonna think about it, like even if I got the offhand, for example, from Twin Emps, right? It's really good because it's got 1 crit and 1 hit. Like that's gonna be a higher DPS piece overall. But if I'm already hit capped in PvP, I'm not gaining value from that. It's also got less stam and less int than the one that I have. So it ends up being like kind of a wash from like an overall value point, you know? What's up, Deluxe? How you doing, man? Welcome back.
Dry, pick up Moon.
That Aeon is a little bit of crit too. Yeah, Band of Force Concentration is a very good ring. And the Cthulhu ring has just so much damage on it that it's insane. It has less stats, but it's like 30, what is it, 37 damage or something? But, and then like, if you were to get the tier, for example, and then you have like, your tier is like your main slot and like you get 1% hit somewhere else, that gives you flexibility. Like you could run something like this as your second ring. You could run like the heavy dark iron ring for more like just defensive potential. It gives you a lot of options, cool, like when you're gearing, if you just ideally have those, that 3% hit between those few slots. A lot of Moonkin PvP gear converts into tanky Moonkin gear. Yeah, man, I think the tier 2.5 is going to be a lot of fun, man. We're already starting to get tankier. Like, even if I throw on... I don't really like the blue PvP gear. It's not itemized amazingly for balance, but it's okay. But I throw that on sometimes, and that's even fun to play with. And that's like a shittier version of the tier 2.5 from like an itemization standpoint. So I can only imagine like once we get the full tier 2.5. I'm a good out waiting on the Darkmoon Fair buff. And I've been trying to PvP a little bit, trying to push a rank. I want to hit rank 10 and then kind of chill.
Hatcher. Keep him off to the side.
Good alert, good luck, bro. Hey, yeah, thanks for stopping by, Flump. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. See ya.
Who was it, Wummy? Was it Coach that said that?
I was my friend Garrett.
Here's the thing about those things too. Like bands like Nirvana and Tupac and Biggie, like since they die so young, you know, like and they only had good stuff.
Have a good night, Rackin'. See you, bud.
Like, who's to say if they didn't die, right? Like their music would continue to be any good.
Wait, how old was he?
27, I think. Don't they all die?
Alright, never mind. If he was a kid, yeah, I understand, but...
You're talking about Tupac or the kid you're talking to?
Oh, sorry.
Grand
The
Star.
kid I was talking to was like 28, I would say. He was late 20s.
I think they're very different brands of music.
If I didn't gank when I get Darkmoon Fair buff, I'm gonna be so mad. Well, so it's this. Are you Alliance? This week's on the Alliance side, right? I'm not very hopeful about successfully getting Darkmoon Fair. Griefing on our server with buffs is so bad. What is Age of Empire theme songs? They are. One little trick the boy Cargos taught me was the...
Was anyone watching any of the LCS
video game soundtracks don't get flagged for copyright because that audio is in the background of the video game,
did my
right?
boys win?
So you can basically just use other video game soundtracks as like background music, and it won't get flagged.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to the first copy.
Copyright stuff's a real problem. It's like literally just everything gets flagged. It's so brutal. But yeah, we're listening to Age. I think this is Age of Empires
They
2.
crushed the first 2
Yeah,
games,
Age of
and then it
Empires
looks
2
like they just lost the
soundtrack.
third.
Some good jams in here, dude. Some good jams.
Stay here, guys.
Horde, but I'm on a
Don't move up. Do not
99%
move up,
server.
guys.
Yeah.
Stay back.
Yeah, hopefully you
ahead
don't have
and
too bad
grab
of a time.
square, bring it
Our
back.
server is Horde dominated, but I want to say it's like 60-40. It's Horde dominated, but not like a massive amount. And the lines on our server are still like pretty good. So, you know, it's any of that kind of stuff. Really, you could get just a big wave of alliance wanting to grief people and stuff, and it makes
Okay,
it
Matt,
tough.
grab the humanoids as well.
Well, we'll see. We're definitely gonna try and grab it for this next week's raid. We've so far all of the AQs. I'm gonna knock on wood. I'm gonna jinx myself now. But all the AQs we've gotten all the way up to Princess with world buffs. So I'm hopeful if we can do that again, that'd be great. Big Starfire stun there.
Oh my god, Loophole.
Big Starfire stun again.
How did you not pull that? Not even close.
Oh, the damage meter's off.
Alright, guys, all the way into the corner.
Yo, what's up, Drill? How you doing, man?
Alright, let's put some
Welcome
mana. Everyone back of the corner.
to the video game video game stream, dude. Looks hectic. This part is kind of hectic. It's not. It's we're like stuck running. Like we got like in these like little corners and shit, and like everyone's on top of each other. It's like a little party back here.
Alright,
How you
let's go
doing,
ahead and
man?
move up. Guys, I don't know why it's even an argument. Little Dicky is obviously the best rapper.
Yo, he's from Philly.
True.
I don't like to argue like music stuff like this, but I fucking hate Lil Dicky. Dude. One of the worst fucking like nasally voices of all time.
Well,
Cannot
Vicky is
even.
amazing.
Yeah,
I'm not even trying to get world buffs for
maybe
AQ40. The trash mobs are insane there. I mean, the trash like isn't that bad until after Princess, right? Like it's after Princess, it's tough. Once you get to those guys, and that the first room can be kind of tough if you don't have like a good strat down. Go, can we get it? Go.
Guys, let's move across.
Oh.
I thought I was lagging. Turns out I'm just suppressed.
Very suppressed.
I hear they have pills for that now.
This
Alright,
is
let's go
such a
into the
legendary
next
song,
copy.
dude.
Grab the
This
humanoids.
is like for me, this song always makes me think of Age of Empires. Like it's just like this is like the theme song of Age of Empires to me. Are y'all winning? Kind of. It doesn't really work like that, but kind of. We'll see once we get up to this next boss. Hopefully we're winning.
Alright, let's go ahead
I've
and
been
grab
good,
the
man.
X, Matt.
I've been good. Just
Dicky has a
working
show.
and gaming and hanging out.
I found FX.
Dave?
Yeah.
How's New York?
If you put on Eminem and Little Dicky, I couldn't tell the difference.
I really hope you're
Try to
kidding.
grab triangle.
We're about to get heated in here.
I mean, who knows? Decays is a millennial, you know?
I'm actually
I think everybody here
He's
is.
a zoomer.
The rest of us are millennials.
Actually, I think Decays might be Gen Z. I don't know.
Yeah, the Zoomer.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm totally Gen Z by a month.
Let's go ahead and grab Star, Matt.
You guys got big Monday plans? Does everyone got work off tomorrow?
Yep. He just wants to be the cool kid.
I usually like we don't get most holidays off. Usually we end up working, but I don't have work tomorrow, so therefore we're having a good old Sunday truly.
Go ahead and move up to the next cubby and go ahead and pull triangle back.
I only got like 20 more to go through tonight, you know?
No, Austin's 40.
No, I'm 52. Aren't I 52?
Happy birthday.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
That's how he plays the boom again.
It was too late to rename his character Boomers, so he decided he had to play Boomkin.
Alright guys, let's move to the next side of this cubby. Close side though, close side. I mean, you guys haven't heard the Boomkin rap yet.
Oh god.
Can't judge it.
Is that Boomkin rap?
Is that before or after the cosplay?
He advertised that like 3 months ago, and I haven't heard anything about it yet.
Silent, you're not stealth.
I am.
No, you
Still in
ain't.
combat.
Alright,
Dry, don't pull.
World buff still?
Dry, come over here.
Hungry, we're gonna have you start tanking it.
Okay.
Jiraiya, let's just try to stay as close as we can on threat, so we get it after. If you guys do get threat, move back to the tank.
We got Big
position. Let's try
Nacho
to
with the
lock ourselves
sub.
up.
Hey, thanks, Nacho. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Welcome back, man. It's been a minute. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
We're missing a couple buffs. Let's get these buffs first.
Dude, my alerts, my feed is still not working on Streamlabs. I don't know what's wrong. Like I can see the thing pop up on my like my little preview of my screen, but like I can't see. It's not
good on
popping up
buffs,
on
it
my
looks
feed.
like.
But thank you for the sub, man. I really appreciate it.
1 second for mana for the people that were buffing.
New York's chill. Just been making music, watching NBA and gaming. Dude, the NBA stuff's like crazy, right? Didn't they like cancel a bunch of games?
Yeah.
Or like they like people weren't playing because of riots and stuff. To Zoo with the follow. Hey, thanks, man. Welcome. We give them like 1-2 seconds right there for threat.
Whelps need to die first, guys. Whelps first.
I don't have any lips, so I can't rip aggro here. Just finished Zelda Bow. Looking for a new game. Zelda Bow is like BOW, the acronym for a version of
Get in the
Zelda.
corner a little bit on top of Coach, please.
You should start,
Valerian,
dude.
move up and be in the corner.
Jarrell, play some WoW.
There you go.
Play some WoW with the boys.
Rancid. Nice job moving up, Rancid.
Okay, the boss is like really far away. We should. Oh, dude, we're kind of low on mana.
I don't know how you guys are fucking keeping him alive. Holy shit.
Live, damn
Back
you.
on hungry. Back on hungry.
That was rank 1. We're okay on threat. Should be good though.
Mage tank viable?
Hell yeah.
I don't have my runes on my bar either.
Nice job moving up there quick, hungry.
Oh, damn,
Sorry,
dude.
Rancid. That was awesome. You
Big
tanked
pickup
over
for
everything.
someone. Been missing streams. I got Cthulhu Belt recently. Nice, dude. Big grats. That's awesome.
Alright, this head's going.
Thanks for
to
reminding me I
walk.
got work tomorrow. It's like 2 a.m.
Rigged.
God damn it.
I'll roll for it. Or yeah. You're welcome.
Okay, we'll roll.
Dude, Jirai is this guy right here. He's one of our warriors. Where is he? He's right here. He's a pirate boy right now. That guy's mic, I know. It's like, I don't know. His mic's usually not bad, but that when he said that was super distorted.
Yeah, I guess. Don't have to roll.
Breath of the Wild. Is that the newest one? I've never really played any of the Zelda games. I think I would probably actually enjoy them because of like the kind of like role playing element in them. I think would be pretty entertaining, like going through the story. But I've just never really played any of them, so it's hard to. I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things. If you've played, if you started playing or you've played like the earlier games, then like each subsequent game that comes out, you're like wanting to play it because you want to like keep seeing that story. But I don't have any of that like nostalgia associated with Zelda because I never played it when I was younger. But I know Sabbath's played it. One of the guys in our group has played it a bunch.
Yeah. The whole video.
My future braces, I know, man.
You just wasted.
Hey, Jay's
Oh wow, with the boys, yeah, man.
No.
If you're trying to play, dude, let me know.
Oh my
Let me
God,
know.
I can't believe you.
We we're in our group, like, so in WoW, there's guilds, right? It's like your like group, your squad. So this is like all people from my guild, like we're all in the same guild. Our guild is World Star. So we just run around, watch it, see if it works. Sometimes you just yell World Star, and then everyone starts yelling World Star.
You got him, Zan.
They might not do it right now, but if someone wins like an item or something,
Awesome.
or we like kill a boss or something, everyone
Okay,
just starts yelling World
Druid,
Star and just
grab,
jumping around. It's
Skull,
pretty
Hungry, grab
hilarious.
X when they come through. Let's go ahead.
A little scared to. I don't have my fire resist set to for fire maw right here. This is gonna be a little brutal, but
I was watching this Feral.
that was a sad
Druid
World
video,
Star
it was
yell.
like-
I know, man. No backup. We could say something like something ridiculous. Like we'd be like, guys, it's my dog's birthday. Can we get a bunch of World Stars? Everyone will yell World Star.
Let's go ahead and put on our fire resist gear, guys. Let's get ready for this boss.
What a masochistic class, man.
It's so cool looking though.
Hungry, Jiraiya, I'm gonna have you guys do it.
Is it
let's
time
have
for the
Hungry
boss?
start.
I don't think I have any of my fire
Jiraiya, you'll
resist
be
crap.
second. Or you'll be first in, rather. I'll be second in.
We're getting ready for the boss pull, right?
Yep, we're getting ready for the boss pull. So DPS to the far side of the wall, into position.
No, this is for bag, coach.
God damn it.
Someone had to carry on the legacy.
I never played the old ones, but this one's insane, dude. It's just like it's like you're like third person playing Zelda, right? And like going through the whole like story and stuff, right? Isn't that what is that the most recent version of Zelda? Is that kind of like play style?
Rest in peace, indeed.
Does one of you guys deputize me?
Whatever, tanks ready to go? I'm standing up here.
Hungry, let's have you move up. Get ready to pull it. Did one of you guys that are on the head quest deputize me?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I can deputize someone.
What does that mean? Can you deputize me? I want to be a deputy.
Are you
Where
working?
you're deputized?
I want a badge.
Hey, I'm a deputy in real life.
Missed it.
Can you deputize these nuts?
You can make one more deputy.
Deputy it is dick.
Where do you where do you use it? Like if you're killing the Twilight guys, is that
Gotta bounce one to stop by. Say what's up. Yeah, hey man, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it, man.
like in the hives?
Hopefully you can make a trip out here soon, man. Have a good rest of your holiday weekend. I'll talk to you soon, dude. If only 32 show up for farming BWL for people who need stuff.
To be able to turn in the class for the little
So we actually, had so we only have 30. We only have 32 people right now, but
Yeah.
it's a holiday weekend, so it's kind of like a known thing that a bunch of people are not going to be able to make raid because people are just out of town and stuff. It just kind of happens with. It's not that people are around and they don't want to come to like farm content. It's that it's a holiday weekend and there's 5 or 6 people that are all out of town or not able to actually get on there, not by their computers and stuff.
Oh, don't deputize.
And I was like, where the fuck did this come from?
What a 180.
Got no room.
But we should be fine. I was really hoping we're gonna have more people because I want to get Cthulhu. We still have Cthulhu up, so we have a Cthulhu lockout where we just only have Cthulhu left. So I kind of want to try and fill like 8 DPS, even if we just pug it and everything's free roll, where we can at least try and get the boss kill, both for like the rep and just like a chance at gear, you know?
All right, he's coming back.
Jesus, dude, move him.
Keep pulling him back. Yep. Keep pulling him back. Hungry, a little more to your right. Here we go.
We're melee stand on the right side of the boss's butt.
I'm gonna let these fall off. 2 seconds.
Silent and Grath, you guys move right a little bit more.
Oh, I'm in him.
Just taunt back when you can. Yeah, there you go. Alright, dry, pop out. I got next one. My timers are still not going through.
Oh no, dude.
Can someone let me know?
Literally just turn around and breath
Wing buff a
this.
second call. That's what you like.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
give me
want
like
a 10 or 5?
What?
Want him called?
Yes. 5 seconds ahead of time, please.
Yeah. 5 seconds and wing buff it.
Okay.
1.
I'm taking Shadow Flame. Then wing buff it shortly after.
I don't know who else ripped aggro there, but we got a breath to the face somehow. It surely wasn't us that had aggro because I waited a long time in the beginning there, so someone else must have ripped it. You want a battle res on you, Ryan?
I have a Soul Stone. I'm just waiting here.
Wing buff it in 5 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1.
I have 22.
Yeah, you're sitting too far into this spot.
I'm back up. Henry, can you give me another countdown?
Yep.
Oh, Hunger's down. Taunting. Big heals on Sabbath.
Wing buff in 2 seconds. Sorry.
Okay. I'm the only tank up right now. Oh no, Dry's up. Never mind. Dry, I'm just gonna taunt this one.
Dry is not up.
Oh god, my fucking frames are all fucked. I'm down.
There's an Angrath.
Yo, bandage it when you're out, guys.
Pull back.
Silence on you.
To wait.
They're so stunned.
I was bandaging.
Yeah, that was rough.
I'm not exactly sure, Ryan, if my DBM countdown timer is giving me the right thing, because it hits 0 and it looks like it takes him a second.
Ryan, you don't have your cloak on.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know what's up with my fucking WoW UI though. Like everything's fucked.
Yeah,
I'm
my
gonna
DBM
restart my
isn't
game.
working either.
Yeah, maybe check for updates.
I just updated mine today.
Fake news. So technically, I guess we're at 31 because Trin's offline. So we have 31. You're right. Fake news though. What's up, Bruno? How you doing, man?
Okay, I relaunched. Hopefully that fixes the DBM issues.
Like start of phase 3. I know. Well, I guess too. Sabbath didn't have his cloak on, which makes sense why he died. I'm not sure. I don't know who ripped aggro or how. I think I was just standing out when someone else ripped aggro and I got flamed. I don't know. Guys, I made a little, I don't know if Plasma's still here or not, but I think he was the only one that saw it anyway. I made a little commercial here. I'll hit you guys with it. Dude, there it is. There it is. Dude, those little like commercials are pretty fun to mess with. I'm trying to get better at that. I use Filmora. I'm trying to get better at editing because I want to do some like really cool PvP videos, but but they require kind of like getting good with the editing stuff. So I've been trying to like make little nugget videos. It's just kind of weird that this bugs out like this.
Careful, boss is coming.
Just dancing in the air. Also wiped on Fireball last week. It happens. Yeah, I mean it's okay. We've done all of this content I think with like 33 people. I think like our second week we had like a bunch of similar situation. Bunch of people couldn't make it.
All right, let's finish the rest of these.
So I'm not worried about how many people we have. It shouldn't be an issue. Like we might wipe a couple times, but it's okay. Holiday weekend, what you gonna do, dude? But we have, I don't know if you guys see in my bags, like I have all like my like PvP stuff. We've been PvPing a lot and I've been having so much fun with it, man. Really enjoying it. Like the more I'm getting comfortable with it, and I've like tried out kind of two different builds, PvP builds. So the build I am right now is like a raid PvP build where you can still basically raid just as well because you have reflection, but you pick up Nature's Grasp here and then you pick up Furor and you pick up Insect Swarm. So this is like one play style. I have no points in Feral with this build that's good in PvP but has all the points that you need from a like raid PvE perspective. This would be like my second favorite PvP build because this is all balance, right? Like you still are going to do just as much damage, and it does give you like the improved healing touch, which can be really nice. Insect Swarm, which is nice, and you have Furor still, which is nice. Reflection, I'm like kind of indifferent about in PvP. My first like top favorite PvP build is going down into Feral Charge. It's basically this same setup, Feral Charge, and then 5 points here in Furor. That's like my by far my favorite build to play that no one ever plays. I'm not exactly sure why, but it's very under like valued, and people just don't think it's good, I guess, or I don't know. A lot of people really value
Jiraiya, let's have you
reflection. I think way too much in PvP.
Hungry, you'll be first in.
This
I'll
is
be second.
it has some value, but it's not very good. It's like pretty like whatever. And Insect Swarm's okay, but the difference in range is tough. And if you're playing Moonkin and you have to be out of Moonkin, you don't gain value from it all the time. So I'd prefer having Feral Charge because you basically are picking between Moonkin form or basically Bear form to do different things, right? Bear is like more defensive, but you have Feral Charge for the mobility, you have Frenzied Regen for the heal, then Moonkin form you have all your damage, you have your Fairy Fire, Roots, Hibernate, Bark Skin, like all of that stuff, War Stomp, Grenades, like all that stuff you can cast from that. So you basically just swap between Bear and Moonkin, and like can basically do everything between just those two forms. Let me say no one's on holiday from the people who needs tier.
What was that?
It's a good question. I don't know for sure, but I see a lot of mages. I see a lot of blue in the groups here, so that's probably a pretty fair assumption. I think Madfu needs tier as well. Yeah, he doesn't have tier either. I'd really love tier, but I'm also not that worried. Like my main priority to me is getting gear that I'm gonna be using in PvP more than it is for like raid stuff, because I'll eventually get like the raid gear. I'm not really that worried about the raid stuff, but the PvP stuff like rank 13 gear is pretty tough to get, pretty time intensive. So I'm gonna wait a couple seconds. I'm not gonna worry about letting this fall off.
You on the right side of his ass, melee.
Damn, that GFPP already broke. I'm gonna do one more Starfire.
Wing buff it.
I'm gonna step out. I'll pop another one here. I'm gonna wait for the debuff. Oh shoot, I had myself targeted. It was bad. One more. I'm gonna innervate Sarad here, just because we're a good druid.
Alright, so hungry.
I'm not gonna be able to cast really that much here.
Shadow Flame.
You Fairy Fire.
Melee, please stand on the right side of the boss's butt.
Wing buff it now. Back on Drya.
One more. One more Starfire, resist. Exactly. That's how it works, man. 3 more seconds. It's crazy how much more difficult this fight is if you don't have your fire resist gear. Like I'm using just normal gear right now. I don't like it, man. I really prefer having the full fire resist stuff.
Waiting for wing buff it on Sabbath. Back on Drya.
Just chowing down on a PB&J, dude. PB&J is goat sandwich, dude. It's literally the best sandwich ever. You're never gonna change my mind. Like, I know I'm gonna be like 90 years old. I'm gonna just be like, oh, you know what sounds good? PB&J. All about it.
Down,
why do we have no
down,
debuff
taunting.
slots?
Finish him off.
Okay.
There we go.
Not very clean.
Let's res the dead.
Fire mouse clutch, nice. Yeah, I'm still bummed I lost that roll on the on tier last week. That's okay. I'm mostly just curious how different. I feel like it's one of those things it's going to be really good to get. I don't know how much I'm going to notice or like feel the power spike from that item though, you know?
Alright. Dry, you're going to pick up Skull. Hungry, you're going to pick up X. After the Warlocks grab them. Matt, you got Square. I'll be taking Star.
Today I got to ask how it would buff Owl fairly not making it
everyone
OP.
back in this other room before we pull.
I said 3% hit in the balance tree and 5% aura. That's... I would agree with you that would be very, very close to what I think it would like balance it out and make it like more viable by other people. I still think we're viable. Like, so the problem that I see if we were able to get like talents and buffs that were so significant that we could do as much damage as equally geared and skilled like mages and warlocks. Excuse me, I feel like it would be kind of unfair just because we have so many other things we can do really well.
Incoming.
So to me, like, I don't think it would be fair to get balanced druids to where their output is the same from like a raid perspective. Because you can, like, the fact that you have things like Innervate and the fact that you have Battle Res and the fact that you can heal it with, you know, the same spec just shifting out very, very well. Like, all of those kinds of things have value. But I would say getting a few % hit in the talent tree would be a big one. The 5% crit on the aura might be a little too strong. That doesn't seem like, to one person, like, you having 5% more crit doesn't seem like insane. But having 5 people in a group with 5% crit is actually you're giving your entire raid or your entire group Songflower all the time, right? Which is, that would probably be a little bit too much on the strong side, I think. I need to move my weak aura here too. But the 3% hit for sure. Honestly, it could even be more than that, and I think that's how you would make balanced druids individual power like on par, and it would help a lot with our itemization considering we don't have tier gear and stuff. So like if we had like 3% or even like 5% spell hit in our talent trees, because even then it would still be kind of hard to get hit capped. And even if we are hit capped, we have like long cast time,
You might give them
and we don't scale super hard as far as like how other classes do. We don't have things like shadow power. The other thing that would actually be a really big deal isn't even specific to our talents. I think a huge part of the gap where we start to kind of like fall behind in the later phases is that other classes have things like the elixir of firepower or shadow power. They have the glove enchant that's like bonus fire or shadow damage. That kind of stuff is a really big power spike, because if you think about it, it's like basically half of a flask all the time that you can have, like in addition to everything else. And we don't have something like that for arcane, which is a little weird when you think about it, because like mages are also arcane. So the fact that none of that stuff existed means like they didn't really intend for arcane mages to raid or have like the same amount of strength later on, which is a little bit weird. But the enchant and damage potion stuff I think would be big, because there's still fights like even right now. I'm definitely like, I'm not like topping meter from like compared to all the casters, but there's plenty of fights where I'll pull my own weight currently right now with like how much of that stuff we don't have. But if we had an extra like 30 arcane damage on our gloves and an arcane elixir that was another 30 or 40 damage on top of that, and we have Starfire scaling 100% of that, that's a lot of like little, just a little bit extra every single time, and like that scaling with world buffs and all that good stuff. But 5% on the aura would make balance. I would think it would make it like too strong to the point where you would like almost need one, because that's such a massive buff. I feel like it's like a little OP. You know what I mean? In current in now, it gets buffed up in TBC. That happens, but I think right now with like current itemization, I think it would be too strong.
All right, we'll top on to Skull here. Arcane mages are super weird. You know what's funny is I actually wanted to make a mage alt and just
I'm committed to Arcane. I'm literally just only playing Arcane. I'm gonna Arcane Missiles the entire fucking raid every single time.
Your skull will go.
I really wanted to like commit to that, but I didn't get to it yet. I have thought about leveling Arcane Mage like as an alt, just because it's really helpful to have in general too, because you can give yourself ports and things like that. So I've thought about doing that. There's a chance we do that. Level up the Arcane Mage. I think it'd be a lot of fun too. Just like a different play style.
Alright. Let's go ahead and move on up here.
I feel like if we have the balanced Druid, we got the Shaman tank. I feel like we're missing the Arcane Mage. You know what I mean? I can't play like a normal mage. I have to be like the spec that no one plays. You gotta play some off meta shit. Yeah, we can do 700 DPS if we get lucky at the moment. It's not too shabby. Yeah, man. And I mean, like, the thing too is the fact that our spell, like in PV, oh, I thought we were drinking. In PVE, you know, it's hard to balance both PvE and PvP, right? Because if we were able to do the same damage, but like, let me rephrase it. In a PvP context, I actually feel like when I'm playing like the spec I'm playing right now, I am very strong against a lot of matchups. Like I have a lot of different tools like at my disposal to be able to beat different matchups.
Matt, you hear?
If I was able to just do like 30% more damage, it would be unfair. Like I would just literally, I would win 100% of the time unless someone just like CC'd me from 100 to 0. Like you just have so much movement, like with travel form, so much survivability between Moonkin and Bear. You have so much off healing and like output between your healing spells and like what you have DPS wise. And you have some good cooldowns. It's like it would be too strong. I feel like so it's kind of hard to think of something that's balanced in PvE that would increase our PvE DPS but wouldn't make us overpowered in PvP, because I feel like right now we're actually like pretty strong in PvP. I think Balanced Druid's a very underrated
missing out.
PvP spec. I'll go Arcane Frost, Darkmoon Fairy with the Mage. You want to see how much worse I am than Fire? I mean, you'll probably still pop off.
That's in the back here. That's just hitting.
Oh, everyone ran up.
Smart skull.
I was waiting for them to pull everything back here. No winner's show. That's true. If you have no winner's show, that might not be too good. Arcane Mage. Should we do it, man? Should we have the make the little Arcane Mage alt? I really do want to try and rank a little bit in PvP. So I think for the next couple weeks, that's going to be kind of my priority. But my plan is, so if I was doing the math on it, if I hit bracket 11 the next 2 weeks, I think it's the next 2 weeks. Whoa, that sounds so weird in my headphones. That sounded like there's a person like on my shoulder talking right there.
That's neat. Doom's Edge.
But as I say is if I get bracket 11 over the next 2 weeks, I think I can get rank 10 in 2 weeks, which is like the full blue PvP set. And if I do that, I'd kind of like be a little more mellow with my PvP for a while until I try to push. So maybe we'll do a little alt leveling then.
Sure,
maybe.
I mean, I'll take it. I know, Jay, I wasn't talking about you.
Typical Zoomers.
Oh, finally something to put in my gun slot.
Maybe we get a buff. I know it feels strong. I feel it more and more. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. I feel like once I've gotten better gear, it feels stronger and stronger, and it feels
That's wild, man. It's BOE.
even even stronger in PvP. Like the more comfortable I've gotten with it. I'm real excited once we start getting some like end game gear, right? We have like full tier 2.5. We have End of Dreams, right? Like that mace. Like I feel like it's gonna feel real good, real good. What the hell was that? What just hit me? Holy shit! What the hell? What is this piano music? Is this Age of Empires still? Oh no, it's not.
All right, give a square.
Oh great. Now no wonder it just started playing a different thing. Oh, that's probably gonna get flagged for copyright now. Solid.
Stars Arcane, by the way.
So boring over here hitting this for your stat.
Parsing an AQ40 sucks as a fire mage. Ignite split. Yeah, so it's not even like crazy. It's not even like crazy numbers for one person. Whoever gets lucky.
What do you say?
Oh, there.
Popping bottles over there.
Are you 300 yet?
Oh man, I'm cranking on these spellbinders.
Dude, same. I can't wait for that one more tick mark.
Hold on one sec.
Just gotta believe.
Matt, let's have you on square. You can target him off me. And Trin, you're gonna take Moon.
All right, got it.
Okay. All right, go ahead and pull when you're ready.
Maybe this staff will work better. Oh, this is a wand.
That fish Terminator swap.
Oh, that would be the play.
Dude, I need to remind me, I need to move this week, or it's calling out the vulnerabilities.
Release.
Another arcane mob.
It's our time, boys. You guys see our new tabard?
It's never gonna happen, man.
So proud of this, dude. This is my favorite tabard in the game for sure. It's like if you PvP at all, you have to have this. You have to wear this.
Twin brother who runs Drive-Thru Zoo.
Electronic Boogaloo.
His name is Stefarian.
So Deluxe, when you're saying Ignite nerf was really noticeable, what did they? I don't know like any of the mage stuff that has gone on really at all. Did they nerf it before it came out, or like was it hot fixed after it came out because it was too strong, or what happened? I know that the Ignite stuff doesn't seem as crazy as I thought, like percentage damage wise. I thought based on like what all the videos and stuff that I had seen, I thought it was gonna be way more, like way more intense. The time the Ignite stays on, the target is only 50%. It was basically a bug where mages were using to get the crit chance. Oh no, that's the combustion. I know that bug. Where you basically would like pop combustion and hit a bunch of mobs and then like zone out, and it would batch where you like had the buff on, so you basically had 100% crit. That one I know about. But I know like Ignite originally, like before everything happened in this phase, people were like, oh yeah, it's so OP because fire mages like just it's up all the time and they're just doing like 5,000 DPS because the Ignite and it gets like all allocated to one person. It's way harder to keep a good Ignite rolling. That makes sense. You'd have to have like all your mages have a ton of crit or something. Is that the only way to make it, to pull it off?
Ooh, Feign resisted.
Rest in peace.
You know that monkey?
I got him to turn me into a squirrel.
Plasma, how was the
Nice,
rest
I'm
of your
alive.
AQ20? Did you actually get anything good? I had to go. We went to I left out when I hopped in your chat for a minute, and then I went over to my mom's house for a little while. Legs didn't drop. So the Osiren head supposedly gives a lot of rep, and the tank neck is actually really good if you are looking for like a beefy neck with a lot of stam on it. I think it's got 21 stamina on it. The other ones like aren't really that good. Like the caster one's not better than choker and stuff like that. So like for me, there's not really a point to get the other neck. So I think I'm gonna just get the tanky one for like my max HP set, my survivability set. Yeah, I'm rocking choker. Yeah, so like the neck piece a lot of people use in PvP is the one from the Neff head turn-in, which is the offhand that I got. But the Osiren head is the same neck basically, but it's like 3 less stamina. So I'm like, I'd way rather take a hit on like my flag carrying set and have like something that's a potential item I'm going to use for my balance set because that's my priority. But if you roll on the head, that's what I'd suggest if you end up trying to do any PvP or whatever. It's 21 stamina on your neck piece is pretty huge. It's a lot. Makes you a beefy chicken
don't
boy.
You put those lies in his mouth.
I think we should put yeah. Swap wiggles up.
Yeah, and that combustion rotation can also help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're thinking swap like Wiggles for like Abandon.
I mean, mages are still very strong, so that's good because we're actually, I mean, obviously we have a lot of mages. But
Maybe Wiggles for Zoomers?
oh, I don't know if I told you guys. I'm actually really hyped about this. Plasma though, because every time that I've streamed the last 4 times, I talk about tier 2.5 all the time. But I finally convinced my guild to let me roll on the tokens. So we're actually going to be able to start getting that gear sooner than later. So I like was super excited about that because
This isn't fair. They don't have enough
every
cap
time one of those things drops and I can't roll on it, it hurts my heart a little bit, you know?
That group will be ruined financially for years.
But we have some people that are like potentially going to take like a little break and we might be recruiting more people. So I didn't want to like, I made the point like, okay, if we're going to have like new people coming in, I'm not waiting for a bunch of random people to start getting tokens. Like just let me roll on the gear that I want to get. Like it's literally the only stuff like I was like, I'll pass on all the other shit too. Like I don't even care. Just give me my tier 2.5, man. I want to be a cool druid. I walk around, I look like a loser, wear a bunch of stupid red dress. It sucks, man. So they finally said okay.
Skull here.
You know what they say, man? Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Just squeak the shit out of those officer meetings. Oh, nature. I don't have a lip here, so if I get high on threat, I'm at 26%. We should be fine. The Genesis kin. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh baby, the Tiger King Weekar is back.
Carol Baskins.
It's weird that they nerfed a class straight up. So did they nerf it? Did they nerf it? Like, did it come out and then they nerfed it? Like what was the sequence of like the nerfing? Like was it, did it get nerfed in like a later patch, like in the old version of the game and they kind of just released like the nerf version, or did it get released and then they just nerfed it by 50% because they thought it was gonna be too
Is
OP?
she considered a star?
I didn't realize. I didn't know that they had changed anything regarding fire mages. That's
She's
news to
certainly
me.
more famous than a lot of the people that have been on there at this point.
Was it before AQ40 opening?
is straight to the
Wow,
bottom of the
that
barrel.
sucks.
You know, it'd be hilarious. What if they made her dance?
Yeah, they
partner?
honestly should just make like. I do feel like the game would be more fun
All right, guys, put your cloaks on.
to play and to
It's not
watch
still on from last fight.
if world buffs were just disabled in
I'll start with
raids.
it. Then we'll go Jiraiya Hungry Taunt Order.
If no one could use world buffs, I think damage and everything would be a lot more normalized. Content would be
Let's go
difficult enough to where it would like be more fun. Wow, why is everyone doing this over here? Is there something going on? Okay, we're not putting our cloak on because every time we put our cloak on, we just get one shot anyway. Wow, okay. Double fairy fire resist. Also, we didn't do this. We're going to do a little combat wizard oil.
Hungry, go ahead and taunt. Yep.
It was actually strategic. I wanted to make sure that they had enough threat lead so we didn't pull with our big dick starfires.
Done.
Got it. Yep.
Resisted.
Jesus.
I wouldn't have done.
Partial resist. Can I get a crit, man?
Got next. Yep.
There's one.
That one didn't get resisted.
Come on.
Jiraiya, you get next. Go ahead, Jiraiya. Hungry Taunt. Okay, I got next. Shadow Flame.
I'm gonna down rank here. I don't want to use
Taunting.
mana pots and stuff. I don't know why there's no option for hardcore or hard mode for fun and times with tryhards to give them a tabard or something. I mean, honestly, I just feel like the game would just be more. It would be more balanced across everyone in terms of like logs and everything. If you just couldn't have world buffs, like you could have any consumables, but if world buffs just either dispelled themselves when you ran into the raid instance or they just deactivated, I feel like it would make it.
Holy shit.
It would make it
Can you taunt?
the most. I don't know. I feel like it would just be a better version of the game. Okay, I'm just gonna downrank the rest of this here. This is a max rank.
I got next.
Taunt.
You know, it's a partial resist. Yeah, man, I think that'd be great. Like if everyone, if we got to see, like I think a lot of other classes scale really hard with just different buffs. Like warriors, for example, obviously are like massively power spike with world buffs. Like it'd be great if just to see what everyone's DPS would be with no world buffs. Am I really gonna have to? I'm gonna innervate.
Go ahead and taunt. It's a Jiraiya Hungry, you're next. Oh, it's on me. Hungry, go ahead and taunt. It's on Hungry. Jiraiya taunt, Jiraiya taunt. It's on Jiraiya. I got next.
How's it going? You just got my luck in me last week. What's up, Christian? Yeah, it's going good, man. Just we're kind of trudging along BWL
Hungry, you
with
got
our 32
taunt.
people.
Yes, it is.
Everything's
taunt.
going good, man. I never crit on him. That's weird. We literally, I think we crit like one time of all those casts.
Whack.
Just downrank the whole time.
Come on,
Dude.
Jesus, how many fucking taunt
That's
resists
so
did I get
brutal.
that fight?
No flash, no world buff would make AQ40
should've
pretty
gone to
tough for
raid
most
group
most
too.
guilds. Yeah, I mean, so we didn't really flask at all. So like the flask thing, I don't think would affect us. World buffs would be big. Would be. I mean, honestly, it would just make it would make the content relatively tough. When you have world buffs, like we had world buffs, or like a good chunk of us, we don't like require it, right? We're more like casual, but we had a lot of us had world buffs going into the first week at AQ, and we one-shot the first 5
Maybe if you guys
bosses,
would've
which is
laughed
great,
at
but
it would've dropped.
it
True.
doesn't really feel
People were
like
nice
new
enough to the
difficult
kids.
content when
Yeah,
you're able
that's
just to
what it
go in
takes
and
for
just
DFT to
one-shot
drop, you have to
everything
do it.
like pretty easily in the world. It's
Sorry, guys, I
100%
thought
because
my
we had
seat
world
was
buffs.
fertile,
Everyone's
but I
doing, you know,
realized I
twice
was
as much
snipped a few
damage as
years
they would
back.
otherwise.
About 10 years back.
Easy mistake to make, buddy.
I saw a guild wiping 3 hours on twins until they gave up. I mean, AQ is the first raid that really has like some like solid mechanics that you have to kind of deal with. Like there's more responsibility on more people to like individually not mess up or to like kind of like
Bring
pull
'em
their
back.
weight.
Let's get these in spirit buffs out actually real quick.
Dude,
Let's
Lupo
do
got his
Wiggles,
2-piece.
Trin, Fuo.
But that's the first. That's the first raid that like really has that.
Yeah. Wiggles trim fool.
Spitting on some mana. Getting ready to pull here in just a second.
Dude, I don't know why. Like, I didn't really like that tier 2.5 looking set before, but I really like it. The aesthetic of that set to me, I don't know why. Like, I just think it looks so sick. And I didn't really used to think that. What I was saying is, like, AQ40 is the first raid that, like Cthulhu has a lot of personal responsibility of, like, stuff for people to be aware of and all that. Twin's really, really good example, too.
Trend next.
I don't know. I really like that. I think the difficulty of those fights is good. And I think you're 100% right. Like, if they didn't have the flasks and world buffs, I think it would be the right level of challenging to get to where like people are actually be able to progress through it and like it feels like progression. I don't feel like progression should be just super easy and you just get through it all in 1 week.
Trend next.
Damn, dude, we're getting a ton of resists. Nice. Dude, well, I'm standing here, okay, and I'm looking at Lupo, who's gotten 2 of the roles he's won, and he basically looks like a little orc version of what I'm gonna look like, you know?
Wiggles next.
Buffett about to come.
Just give him the damn set already, I know. I mean, when I get the set, I'm not gonna be in Moonkin form at all. I'm just gonna literally run around not in Moonkin.
Fuo next.
Flask, I mean, mostly tank flask. Yeah, I mean, we had flasks, I think, the first week. I don't think we did it after the first week. I think we had them if we needed them, but we didn't use them. But yeah, I think AQ40 with no world buffs. I think consumables are okay. Like, I'm fine with consumables and flasks because they're expensive and hard to get, right? And they like are things that you can get and farm outside a raid, and you don't have to worry about a group of alliance killing you while you're running. But I think the difficulty of AQ40 with no world buffs is actually like a pretty good level of difficulty for the raid content in this game. I think it's tough enough. I think there's a good chunk of the first bosses are easy enough where like some people will still be able to go in and maybe not kill Cthulhu or kill Twin Amps or whatever. But it would actually make the content, you know, relatively difficult. And I think that would be like a good level of difficulty.
All right.
Yeah, not too easy, but not too hard. Yeah, I mean, we killed Cthulhu. I think our second week it was, which is cool. Like, I'm glad we did, and it's still tough. Like, it's not like that raid is still tough, especially if you wipe it all right and you don't have world buffs. But I really like AQ so far. I'm a fan. I like the difference of like the aesthetic compared to the other stuff. Oh, let's change this right now before I keep.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry, that was my laundry thing. Beeps for a long time. Oh my gosh.
I'm spinning on star. No damage on star. No damage on star.
Skull and Star, Nature, Arcane,
Just waiting.
on X. Austin, if you don't top this one, I'm gonna be disappointed in you.
Right now, I'm just running around because I'm scared to DPS. What are we on?
I hear ya.
Oh, let's go on X, guys.
I vote all casters should actually stand behind the bomb in melee range, so that when you guys pull threat, you don't fucking stun the healers.
Think out of the stun, man. Come on.
Ran out of mana.
Careful, guys. I'm spinning.
See? Boomkin has times where it has value, man. Popping off on those trash packs there. If you don't have a Boomkin, dude, all those nature and arcane vulnerabilities just go into waste.
Loopy also has stands. Healers do.
Lights for a chance. It's fine. Never mind.
What do you need, Quan? What's up?
Thank you, Loopy. Never mind. I'm good. We're all set.
I don't have that many sands. I have 8 sands. Does anyone have no sands? Any healers or tanks?
Loopy also has 8 sands. Or no, I have 10 sands.
What? You the Sandman?
Dude, I'm rolling in. Oh, yes, I'm the Sandman. Hold on.
They're 4 silver on the auction house.
Hourglass sands are?
Yep.
What the fuck?
No, they're a gold, so.
Oh, that must have been my game.
Damn millennials.
That might be the vendor price.
Millennials are destroying the hourglass sand industry.
I knew it.
Hey, that was my quail.
You guys can take off Oni Cloak if you want.
Boy, do
Strike
I.
order. Let's go. Wiggles, Trin on Trank, and Foo out.
Give me that quail.
I gave it to Trin already.
Sorry, who needs quail? I was on autopilot.
No, coach just snagged my quail.
Let's finish up these buffs here real quick. Matt, can you come back for Mark and Fort real quick?
Oh wait, I got a summons. Hold on.
I saved so many lives because of
There
AQ
we
getting
go.
rid of Singer Poisons. Dude, it's actually, I mean, it's true, dude. You definitely have value doing that kind of stuff.
Alright, we're good on buffs. Let's get a resummon on.
I
Fort.
haven't. We've had enough shamans and we have 2 resto druids, so I don't dispel.
Seven
But that's a
final
great,
squares.
like a great use case for balance having a huge amount of value, because those packs, like your DPS is going to be kind of irrelevant, but you have like another DPS that can start dispelling poisons, or like Viscidus is another good one. Like the more poison dispels you have, the
Ready to go.
easier a lot of that stuff gets.
All right. Awesome.
Let's
Go
see a
ahead and pull
mage
it.
do that. You know what I'm saying?
Be careful on the start, guys.
Remember, guys, dry in.
Come on,
first.
arcane nature only.
Everyone
Let's
else
go. I
comes in
know,
after.
dude. Well,
Let
fingers
the
crossed,
get
guys.
threat
Fingers
casters.
crossed.
Oh sweet.
Fingers crossed. Nice. Frost. Okay, I always prefer not having one of
Alright,
my
everyone else
vulnerabilities
in?
in the opener because it lets the tank get a threat lead. So right here, we're just waiting. Shadow. Okay, we're just chilling. I'm not going to do any DPS here because I want to have
Coming in
Taking
5
out for
seconds.
breath.
Next.
as
Out.
much of a threat gap as possible so that if we do get one of our vulnerabilities, we can go.
Doing that.
Incinerate. How does he have so many debuffs?
Trend next.
Nice. Nature.
Wiggles next.
Start getting out for breath.
Fuo next.
Breath's about to cast. Frost breath.
Shadow.
Trend next.
We're waiting. I'm just chilling. I'm gonna let my mana regen. Refresh Fairy Fire here in a second. Trying to be conservative with my consumes because I don't want to.
Wiggles next.
We're on that AQ40 budget.
Fuo next.
Incinerate. I need to figure out why my cast bar is kind of doing that, like where it's like blinking, like that blink. I don't like.
Trend next.
Okay, I'm just gonna downrank rank 1 here. Fire.
Fire, careful. Oh, I see how those trinkets
Wiggles
popping.
next.
Start getting out for breath.
Get out.
Fuo next.
I don't have Toet back up yet, so we had to use ZHC.
Trend next.
I prefer Toet here when we get the arcane or when we get the nature vulns because it doesn't lose its value as fast. Detect magic, please.
Start getting out for breath.
Wiggle.
Go. Out.
Fuo next.
Shadow. Nice. That was actually really good. I'm going to go ahead and innervate myself. Dispel some people.
Wiggles next.
Oh no. Time stop.
Out.
Yeah.
Fuo next.
Stay in Moonkin form here so that the homies get some
almost
crit
in
buffs. Frost.
Wiggles next.
Oh, arcane.
Trend next.
I got that one. I think Wiggles is on cooldown.
Wiggles next. Thanks, Trend.
Fire. That was unfortunate. We missed that last little bit right there.
Come up, mages.
That last cast it changed the fire like literally mid cast. How many people just got hit by that? Super slow casting. Rank 1 starfiring here. Can someone dispel me? Please? Dispel? Dispel, please? Oh.
Nice job, guys.
I swear
Clean.
to God, it's the same loot. It's like these 4 same pieces every week.
I went through
Jesus.
5 sands and I still have it. No way.
Yeah, I got hit with that 5 times too. I only had 3 sands, but I had a big enough threat lead that I didn't ask for anymore.
They like
brutal.
fall off randomly.
So we had 332 DPS that fight. Not bad.
I swear to Christ, I got 2 and they just like disappeared.
There is one that looks similar.
4K 1 second cast feels good. It definitely does.
Yeah, the disease
It definitely
one's kinda
does.
similar colors.
The vulnerabilities feel so good, dude. Getting like 2 consecutive wrath casts, I mean crits, feels so good because it's just like such quick
Yeah, I
to
used all
like
my
boom
sands
boom
during the
like in
fight.
succession. Getting that Nature's Grace proc. Tier, I can't wait. I've only had 2 drop.
3 extra sands, I swear.
I have
Yeah,
those as
Red
well,
for
even Mish,
Lucio
but not
guys.
Lock. Yeah, I know a lot of people have had a hard time getting Locomir.
I don't think we'll have enough sands since Dawson didn't have a ton to begin with. So let's just wait it out. What's the longest we got? Looks like we got 10 minutes on Rancid. Alright guys, quick 10-minute break. Go
I
use
think
the
if you have a
bathroom.
just
Grab a
everyone
drink.
buy one as a like make sure you always have one to use for Neff or something.
Just down twins last night, got leggings of immersion. But I'm only after tier 2.5 for PvP. That's what I'm talking about. Me too. Me too. Cheers to that. Bisque boots for dispels. I actually have those boots, I think. Actually, you know what? I have them on my shaman. But yeah, you're right. These are really good. I definitely want to put together like an MP5 set for dispels. I'm curious how noticeable it would be. Like, would it make like you don't have to actually get potions? I just got Gloves of Hebrew for PvP. I want the full PvP set at 2.5 as well. We use EPGP system. I don't want to use points on PvP gear. I mean,
Dude, I can't get this job.
The tier 2.5, the difference is like if you're gonna use it early,
let me try.
For the like eventually you're gonna get the tokens if you're raiding with all the same people, because most people don't want the full set. They want like I think warlocks want 2 pieces, mages want 2, maybe 3 pieces, because the helm is like on par with Mish. And that's like our main contender that we're like dealing with. And then you have you have rogue hunter on the helm. But like they only want helm, or that's the only piece that they're competing on like with us. So it's like you get a guaranteed one each time. You know what I mean? So like for us, we have a lot of rogues and a few hunters. So after 7 weeks, no one's gonna want the token anymore. So if you're not in a rush to get it and you just raid with the same people, like you're eventually gonna get it. I plan on running 3-piece PvP with a 2-piece. So my like perfect set is Gloves of Hebrew. So the PvP gear isn't really well itemized for balance. The High Warlord gear. I'll pull this up. So what I was thinking, like the set in a perfect world, like if I can get rank 13, which I don't know if I can, but perfect, like in my perfect scenario from a gear perspective, I would run the shoulders, the gloves, and the boots from the PvP set, which requires rank 13 to get the shoulders, because the legs suck, because there's no spell power on them. They're low on int, right? These are not good for Boomkin.
I like the little dance.
They're amazing for Pharaoh, but they're not good for Boomkin. So if I get only rank 12, you'd have to use these 3 pieces to get the set bonus. So if you get rank 13, then you can use the shoulders. So you get shoulders, gloves, and boots. And then you have your helm, chest, and legs are all tier 2.5. And the reason that like Gloves of Hebrew are really good, and these like unfortunately don't have any mana, but the increase your stealth detection is actually really big in PvP. And you lose like the least amount of stats, because at least these have spell power on them, at least these have spell power on them, and at least these have spell power on them. And you get the move speed bonus and 20% stamina. So you at like net, like total between these 3, this is going to be your highest stamina for sure. But like the helm has less stam and spell power than the tier 2.5. Like these like you get so many just raw stats from the tier 2.5
Yeah, nobody
stuff.
can do it, that's for sure.
So in a perfect world, I'd have these shoulders, gloves, boots, and then
Loople, you son of a bitch.
Not a male or female undead.
this. We'd have this. So we have the High Warlord boots, gloves, shoulders. That gives us a 3-piece.
No.
But this setup, like the High Warlord gear, isn't really going to be better if you're not really taking advantage of the movement a lot. And I think if I use this set a lot, I would get used to like where I would be using like the movement more.
It's a standing jump.
But from like a straight DPS and like the way the gear's itemized, tier 2.5 is itemized better for PvP for balance than the High Warlord gear. The only reason you'd want the High Warlord gear over this is specifically for the 3-piece bonus, which can be good. And the other thing is if we run that Feral Charge Moonkin form build, then the High Warlord gear makes more sense because you're taking more points in Feral. So like sitting in bear form and stuff makes a little more sense, you know. Mish today, what's up, Shosh? Hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. At this point, I've not got my hopes up, you know.
Guys, it's so easy. Are you kidding me? You can't even make it.
Nice.
Watch all your videos every time they come up. Thanks for the best Moonkin content. Hey, thanks. Arnis Pandika. Hopefully I said that right.
I'll do
Hey,
it.
thanks. I really appreciate that, man.
Off of the whole thing twice while trying to get up to the top.
No, I'm good. I'll just get up to the top.
That works too, I suppose.
No weapon? I don't know what you mean. No weapon means you have that weapon? No. Yeah, so look, so the tier 2.5 legs have 25 spell power. They have 4 MP5, which is whatever, but they have 22 int, 22 stam, which is big. And if we go to the high warlord gear, the legs have no spell power, and this is just melee crit. This isn't spell crit. They have no MP5. They have 7 less intellect, and they have 4 less stamina. So like every stat that we want, they're like significantly worse. So like you can rock these 3 pieces and just get only rank 12, but this specific piece of gear is like a pretty big downgrade from a balance perspective. You know what I mean? So in a perfect world, the shoulders like these compared to, so you can see here we have 13 stam. I'm not, strength and agility is irrelevant for like my itemization. 18 spell power, right? I'm gonna link these so that I can just click them. And then if we go to the AQ stuff, these.
Wow, Loople. Oh my god.
Right, so it's only 2 less spell power, 2 less stamina, 2 less intellect. Like the amount of stats you're losing on that piece comparatively is really small. The MP5 is like unfortunate, but
just do what he does.
It's whatever. So like this piece is like pretty close, like on par with the high warlord. Like you're losing very negligible amount of numbers and like DPS output.
Do you jump and
then the boots is the same thing, right? These have 20. Obviously these have the magic pen, which is cool, but these have 20 spell power, and like the high warlord ones have like 16 forward, or something.
Like, jump and move forward.
So it's like the stuff you lose, like this where you lose the least amount, and you basically make it up in stamina. And
I don't know how you get it so consistent.
The 3 set like move speed bonus is gloves, boots, and shoulders.
Must be because you're a ninja.
And then rock the pants, chest, and helm of the tier 2.5. But more realistically, what I'm going to actually end up doing is probably have full tier 2.5 with gloves of Ebrew. And that's probably what I'm going to have for a lot of what I do. Because even if you run the feral charge build, like the move speed from the high warlord gear is good. But I don't know if it's good enough to like always have less offensive stats.
I know Warlock's up here right now.
And like have less intellect, right? Like I feel like I'd rather just have like full tier 2.5 and gloves of Ebrew and like call it a day. I think I'm still gonna try and push for that just to have the gear, because I think both of them will be good in different scenarios. But I'm gonna put another oil on. I only have 4 minutes on my AI. Are we gonna rebuff real quick or?
Yeah, click it off and rebuff.
This fight like 10 minutes.
I give up.
Yeah, you have a build I saw with Feral Charge. We personally go Reflection for mana and the resto trees, so all the strengths and the agilities wouldn't make so much sense. I mean, even if you play like resto, like even if you had full resto, you end up using like cat form and bear form a good amount, because cat form's still a good opener no matter what talent points you have, and bear form is still really good just defensively.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
So that's why, like, even if you're playing a different build, the itemization is still not. Guys, it's not great to have. Like, I'd rather have more stam or more spell power, but having strength and agility on any gear, if you're PvPing, is still actually good.
2 left, group 3
just because
right.
you end up doing some damage in bear and cat form.
4 left, group 5 right, and then Mishko go left, Felurian go right.
Totally agree, Niels. I've seen the same setup that you're speaking of, but do the consistent shifting in RNG stealth players.
Right, I believe.
I switch out the gloves depending.
Felurian and Mishko, let's have you both go left, actually.
I'm thinking Genesis, chest, and pants are a staple for sure. And the helm's really good too, honestly. I mean, it really comes down to how much value you have from the 3-piece bonus. Like, that 15% is really nice. But part of me also thinks like,
Yes,
if
everyone
we're
put
playing,
your Oni cloak on right now. Put it on.
I'm actually gonna put that belt on too. Put this ring on. But it really is like, how much do you value the 15% move speed? It's really cool and it's a lot of fun. But I don't know how effective it is, because you shouldn't be spending a ton of time in cat or bear form, so it's really more of like your value of having your travel form be 15% faster, which there's obviously times where that's really good, but is it better than always having like more intellect and just like 50 more spell power between those other pieces? That's like kind of one of those things where I don't really know. It makes me like hesitant to try and push to even get the rank 13 gear, because I could see getting it and be like, I'd rather just use my full tier 2.5. You know what I mean? Because it's just itemized way better.
Black on the left.
Do you guys need more damage on left
The
side?
move speed and travel form helps a lot to escape. It definitely does. I mean, that's. It's not that there's no value. It's just that it's a trade-off, right? It's like, would you rather have that 15% speed? Is that going to be make or break, or you know, you having 10% more spell power and more intellect going to be more valuable? I don't think it's a right or wrong. I think both of them have it's more like pros and cons, you know. Both of them are going to be good, and there's situations where one is going to outperform the other. But I don't know. I'm just thinking like one of those things, if I'm flag carrying, right? Like the damage of my gear is going to be kind of useless, and that's really the main situation that you're going to always want the move speed. So if that's the case, like then it's probably fine just going rank 12 and like just not worrying about getting rank 13. But part of me also wants to try and get like the perfect like best in slot setup that I can come up with, which requires rank 13. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. My plan is I'm going to try and hit rank 11 here the next few weeks, and I think I'll be able to get rank 10, or sorry, bracket 11, and then get rank 10, which will let me get the full blue PvP set. That I'll probably mess around with a good amount, and then I'm gonna kind of chill a little bit, I think, and then try and push rank 13. I feel like I'm having some mana issues tonight. I feel like I'm down ranking right now, and we're still going through mana real fast. I don't know why.
We still have like 6 over.
Finish off the ads, guys.
I have a feeling that we're not gonna be able to drink.
What the fuck? He's on Sarad.
Some loopy, don't do it.
Alright, I'm repositioning.
Watch True standing for Shadow Flame.
Damn, dude. I was hoping we're gonna be able to drink there. Think we're gonna just have to downrank, boys. My range indicator is messed up. This shouldn't be grayed out if I'm able to cast right here. Not sure what's going on. Let me, I see your questions. I'll scroll up here after we finish Neff. But we'll see, like, the more, it took a long time to get used to it. I should use EHC here too. It took a long time to get used to it, but once you get used to playing from like a balanced druid play style,
Warlock call, get the Infernals.
I feel like I would just value the straight up damage more than the move speed. But again, it's not gonna be better for like flag carrying and stuff. But like as I've gotten more and more used to like like you're playing and you're basically filling the role of a range DPS and not like a druid that's supposed to be like healing or whatever, and like you're just DPSing. I feel like I'm just gonna end up being partial to the full tier 2.5 just because of how it's itemized. Like, and think about it too. If you think about like our talent point split, if we're running
kill the totems.
The
Everyone,
feral
melee
charge
back
build, the feral charge build, we basically have like 65-70% of our talent points in balance, and then we have the remaining 15-20% of our talents in feral, and then a couple in Furor, right? The tier 2.5 is itemized percentage-wise very similarly, where it's like it's weighted more towards balance and it has a little bit of feral. So I feel like the feral charge Moonkin form setup is gonna just like feel really good with the tier 2.5. Just because like the itemization is gonna basically mirror our talent point spread, and I think it's just gonna be like a really good overall synergy. I'm still downranking here because we have some time on our mana potions. Scuff phase 1, yeah, that was we don't have that many DPS, right? I think that's really it. Is we just had ads up for a while. Scroll up and check out my PvP spec after this. Yeah, I will. I will as soon as we finish this.
Roll call.
I'm gonna move over because I'm a little scared. I lose 100 spell power going to my PvP set. 200 damage on a crit's not gonna make or break it. Well, it's not so much that, like, you have to think of it from everything, right? It's your Moonfire is always hitting less, your Insect Swarm's always hitting less, your Starfire and Wrath are always hitting less, your heals are always hitting less. Like, it's more than just that, which is why you're right. It's not make or break. It's not like a massive deal. But if you get to the point where you have like a combo, say for example, you're like Wrath into Starfire, into Moonfire, into Wrath, and that like basically kills everyone. But then if you lose 100 spell power...
Dispel.
I have sappers.
Alright, finish off these constructs. Some of them are near the boss. Finish off the ones close to the boss too.
It's just one of those things. It's like you're just losing damage in every little aspect, and it adds up. Like, it adds up. Okay, let me scroll up here. You have any thoughts on Eye of Mome Trinket from AQ20, the Resistance? So, it's this one, right? Use increases damage done by magical spells effect by 50 and decreases the resistance. So this would be something that would be good in PvP.
Yes.
This would be good in PvP, but I don't think it's, from what I understand, the boss resistances in a PvE environment are kind of irrelevant. Basically, there's a chance of you getting partial resist that you can't do anything about. So no matter how much decreased magic resistance you have, you're still going to get partial resists. And TLDR, there's no way to itemize to avoid that. Why is everyone saying Savaroon is so good but rare when a daily item for the 1 crit 2 hit? Stuff drops so commonly. It's kind of hit or miss because we haven't seen a bunch of the regalias. I think we've gotten one.
Set mace, I would have to say.
Alright, so we got Rogue, Mage, we got the healing ring is really big.
Fuck that and Loopy for the PB.
These are the roll-offs.
A flask set ring, I must say.
You can swap cloak after he lands. You can, but you have to have the ads killed so that you drop combat, which we didn't do right there, which was also why I couldn't drink.
Congrats.
What, Alec?
Omni's been crashed.
Since I got Ring of the Martyr, I'm just gonna give that one up. I already have 2 good rings.
Thank you.
Generous.
Upgrades for the crew.
Hey, my seed wasn't entirely lame after all. It was pretty lame though.
Bloodfang chest.
We all have it.
I think we all have it.
One has it.
DE.
There's 15 resist from the 3 levels of the boss that you can't negate. Yeah, it's basically ends up being a percentage. Like, Broccoli Beef did a bunch of math on it, and it was basically like, I want to say it was like 19 or 22% or something
Guys,
chance of partial resist. And there's nothing you can do itemization wise to
go into
prevent
MC,
it.
Do a binding run real quick.
Storm Raid Bracers.
Thought of it as a PvP trinket. Yeah, I mean, it would be good. It's something I would use in PvP, like having instead of, like, a lot of times I'll have Briarwood Reed in my opener. But that'd be a good PvP trinket for sure. I mean, it basically would make any, resistances anyone has on, in Arcane or Nature or anything in PvP just completely go away for 30 seconds, which can be really big in that opener, like first team fight or whatever. I got rank 10 on my Boomy. I run 4 set. Shoulders, boots, gloves, legs. Shoulders, boots, gloves, legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mish, robes of volatile power. Yeah, that's a combo. That's why I want to get rank 10, because I would use the shoulders actually, I think, over Mantle the Blackwing Cabal. Where are we running? Are we doing a binding run? I wasn't listening. Oops. But that's why I want to get rank 10, because I think I would use the shoulder. Well, the other thing too is, like, so the helm is that
Make sure you have a healer with you when you
I've got Hexer's cover, So I would actually think I would use the helm, probably the shoulders, and then probably like boots and legs, or like boots and chest or something, like some combination. But that's why I want to get rank 10, because I haven't gotten all my other gear. And then basically what I would do is I'd have tier 2.5, and then I would match the other PvP gear with it. Like whichever pieces I ended up using. Like the legs are really good, but I have the tier 2.5 legs, so I'd rather use the other pieces if I can.
It's called the Rogue Leave or Die.
But I haven't gotten these enchanted, but I think if it's gonna be a
Turn
around. Everyone back.
I'm just gonna pull him down. Just drop down to this platform. He should run down. We can kill him down here.
DPS from here.
Hide behind the door.
But yeah, in a perfect world, I really do want to push rank 13, but we'll see. It's if I played on a different server, I would 100% do it. Our server is really tough. I think Herod has the highest honor cap for brackets. Right now, our bracket 1 is almost 800,000 honor for the week. So it's just really like the amount of time it takes, and you have to do it for. If I get rank 10 to get like rank 10 to 13. It's still gonna take, even if I push like bracket 1 or bracket 2, it's gonna take like 5 weeks, and I just don't know if I have that in me to like go that hard for 5 weeks. That's a lot. I mean, like, that's a ton of honor. I can get rank 10 pretty easily. Like, I can get a decent amount over the next couple weeks and get it, but I don't know if I have rank 13 in me. It sucks too, because a lot of other servers, it's much more doable. It's super easy by comparison. But our server's just real sweaty.
I'm dead. Oh, wait.
Silent, not again.
Oh shit, I made it.
Like this.
I live.
Once you get the move speed from the PvP set, you can't go back. It's just so good. I agree with that too. I do agree with that. It feels good. Like it makes the playstyle just feel so fluid. Like. And like that extra like move speed when you shift into travel, and like gets you just out of range of melee that much quicker. Like it feels really, really good. I agree. I mean, I know exactly what you're saying. It's one of those things though, like if I'm using the blue gear, I don't really want to, like if I had full tier 2.5, I wouldn't want to lose 4 pieces or 3 pieces, right? If we use the gloves, 3 pieces necessarily for that bonus when it's just not itemized nearly as well. That's really like the toss up, you know? That's why I like the dream set is having what I said, having the shoulders, boots, and gloves of the High Warlord gear.
That's a good question.
That would be the dream. I mean, it would be so sick. It would be so much fun. Like I really, really want to try and do it.
Okay,
What I
guys,
don't get
this
is
one
why
leaves, this might be
Starfire
it.
is threated differently
I'm here.
than Frostbolt.
And with those photographs, I have decays. He's never
Threaded differently? What do you mean by that? Like the amount of threat it does is different per damage? Is that what you mean?
Oh, Angrath, you jokester, are you joshing me right now? Thought you were gonna do
PvP
it.
just filled with warriors and it helps you break the hamstring spam. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think too the feral charge build is actually really, really, really good against warriors too, because it allows you to use feral charge as like another route, and then it gives that bash a one. You know, once you have that many points in feral, you have the improved bash, which is also huge. Like, it's amazing when you play with improved bash, and then you like in my PvP like feral charge boomkin build. You play with improved bash, and then you play without it. It's like you miss it so much. Like the increased duration on that stun is absolutely insane. But like, and if you're wearing full leather gear in general, you have just normal hard casting of roots if you're able to do that. You have feral charge, you have bash roots, you have war stomp roots, you also have nature's grasp. So all of those things are usually enough for me to deal with like a warrior rogue. And again, I really like, in a perfect world, you do have the 3-piece bonus of the PvP gear, but
Go ahead and grab these.
because of having all those other tools, I don't know. I've had the most fun in a 39 bracket with the Owl travel form and combining healing damage while you can outrun anyone.
Blue pool, is it clear outside?
I mean, you know, it'd be
can I have a healer
sick.
top outside and,
Imagine if the PvP bonus gave you 15% move speed in Moonkin form too. It's actually really unfortunate because when you look at this, increases move speed in bear, cat, and travel. So it literally is like all the forms, right? Besides aquatic, but whatever. Like, imagine if they threw Moonkin form into that. Think about how sick that would be. I seen that the other day, and I don't think it would make it OP because you still like, if you get hamstring or like whatever, you're still not gonna have that mobility. But I thought that'd be such a cool little like added flair. Like that would make it 100% like worthwhile getting the rank 13 gear. Generates bonus threat compared to equal damage. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's the case. I've noticed that too. Like if we get a Starfire, like, or another one is if you like are DPSing against mages and they're doing like arcane missiles and they're doing way more damage than you, or like similar damage, but your threat is way, way, way higher than theirs. I don't know why it's different. Like why it's not just a straight like 1-to-1.
Yeah, it is.
Frostbolt can't partially resist? Wait. What do you mean? Frostbolt can partially resist. Can't like all spells partially resist?
Alright, dismiss your pets. Dismiss your pets.
DMF week next week. In enemy territory.
Ooh.
Scariest territory.
The enemy's arms.
Rogue boots.
There are binary and non-binary spells in the game. I didn't know that Frostbolt can't partially resist. That is news to me, my friend. I didn't know that. Still not going to play with Frost Mage, though. Arcane Mage, however. Oh my god, dude. Literally popped toe up right there. Had my full opener ready to go. High threat because
Oh, I was
Moonkin
wondering
spells
why I
and
couldn't back up
360% more armor. I think they wanted
Because it was
Moonkins to
on me.
tank originally. I mean, they definitely can. 5-mans and stuff. I want to do once I get the tier 2.5 too. I'm gonna do some more
Okay,
Moonkin
accuracy
tanking,
bracers.
like dungeon stuff.
Got a core hound coming up as well. I'm gonna pick it up as soon as it gets close. Oh, Hungry's got it. Sick one.
Such a grind, dude.
Yep.
At least it's revered, right?
Yeah.
That's the point of those. It's not exalted.
Wait for some
What did you get from AQ so far? So far we have gotten Gloves of Ebrew,
Doom.
which this was actually really big because I haven't seen these drop yet, and if we do different orders of the bosses, we might not get these or have a shot at getting these. So that was pretty big. We also got Cloak of the Trinity, which is the PvP cloak I wanted. It's my favorite cloak for PvP. And then we also got our tier 2.5 legs.
It's worse than,
I think
Fang
that's
of
it.
Faceless or Corehound Tooth.
I think that's it.
Yeah, Hungry
Yeah.
needs to be taken up
Another
by it.
recent upgrade thing we got is we got the Master Dragon Slayer's orb from the Nef head.
Yeah, I think Corehound Tooth is better than that, according to my sims.
What in the calculation?
Calculation. It's a good tank weapon.
Was that
It's really good for shaman
reroll
tanking.
Wiggles?
Really good for rogue DPS.
Although, if I mean no one else needs it, you might as well take it and try it out.
We had a couple rolls on it. I don't think.
Well, what was Decay's?
Well, Decays is joking, and I think Wiggles said LOL JK. Is it not an upgrade for Angrath?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure. My Sims with my gear, it has Fang of Faceless and Corehound Tooth above in the option.
Can rogues even equip axes?
No.
No.
I didn't think so.
Undead female.
Dude, it's just it was a millennial roll.
He's not a millennial.
I'm going to tell you, the case is a zoomer.
That's such a boomer thing for you to say, Austin.
I'm just gonna keep saying it.
Okay, boomer.
How dare you assume my generation?
Austin's parents married right after World War II. And, you know.
I'm certain way back in vanilla, the early stages, the highest feral talent was Moonkin form. It's really weird that that's true, because I've Hamster Wheel did a video saying that same thing, and it's pretty crazy. Because I'm like, what? Could you imagine? Like, I don't know. This is weird. It'd be like it's a whole weird like combination of everything. It's just super confusing.
That's right.
Wrath has been, if you think of like, oh, when can someone do something cool? It's Wrath. That's what I've learned.
When could demon hunters glide?
Wrath.
Sorry, the question you actually meant to ask was when did Demon Hunters ruin Warlock?
Salty about metamorphosis?
Yeah, spend 100% of all your talents to get a form that helps your spells. I know.
Demo and WAD was so much fun. And then they had to make a fucking hero class.
But I do think the I do think that Moonkin Feral Charge talent build so far has been my favorite for PvP. Like just how it feels and plays. It's just the most fun by like a pretty significant margin. And then
fuck was it
having the
called?
full tier
You and
2.5 where we have like a little bit of that agility and
You
strength.
were not prepared.
We have like the reduced cost on our basic abilities in Feral because of the 5
Being
points in
success
Feral,
because
the
then I
top
can have
row,
an alt named Sways and
Ferocity or
that sounds
whatever.
so good.
Healer cloak.
And then eventually when we get End of Dreams, and we have End of Dreams giving us that extra attack power too. Like I think all that stuff is gonna just combine and to be just such a fun play style and just so strong.
Damn. Beating him by 1.
I'm real eager to get that End of
Yeah, those are
Dreams.
close rolls.
The
Dang.
disrespect.
Someone go.
Let's wait for some healer mana here.
Feral Druid's gonna be sad when I take End of Dreams. I mean, for Feral though,
Druid.
they're still using crowd pummelers on bosses, right? So it's kind of hard for them to argue using End of Dreams.
This Fire Lord.
Also because you can have the one hand from the quest, from the Regalia thing or whatever, that I think has like pretty close to similar attack power. Our Feral won't farm pummelers, yeah. So exactly why I don't play Feral.
Alright, we got the Giants as well.
Wow, I literally crit none of those. Literally none of those things crit right there.
Oh, where are you?
You can probably
Get
run
it,
it
eat
run
dinner
that
at the
far.
beginning.
Oh my god, so many DOEs.
And what time do you leave?
I'm actually keen to try the Heart of the Wild resto spec, but gear for tier 2.5
Oh yeah.
PvP with caster off pieces and chip away and outlast.
Yeah, I'll make
Yeah,
the
there's a couple options of ways to
purchase.
gear that'd be interesting. Heart of the Wild is kind of an interesting spec when you're running gear that has such a high intellect,
I don't think any of our priests
because you
can
gain
still-
like, what is it, 20% intellect? Yeah, 20% intellect. So if you have, 6,500 mana, like just baseline, like you're gonna have just a ton of
hard
mana.
legs.
I think it'd be fun. I'm definitely gonna try some of the, like a Feral build or two once we get a little more gear. Whether I
Those
sub
guys
in
for
like
other
some of
classes
the
priests.
PvP stuff or whatever, I'm definitely gonna do that and just test it out just to play with it, because there are
They're
parts of Feral that
pretty
seem
good for
pretty fun.
shamans if you don't have salamander scale pants.
Heart of the Wild's
Yeah, you
is
should roll.
strong but so boring to play. Part of the other thing I didn't like about Heart of the Wild is your mana pool is so big that it takes forever to drink, because you
I
have to
don't even
fill
think
up
they're better than
so
tier
much
2.
mana.
They're close.
Oh no. Oh dude. That was close. You said it like AK mana? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Can you imagine? You're gonna have to sit there for a minute to drink every time. Yeah, 2 waters. Exactly. Yeah. Especially with End of Dreams. Yeah, I mean, I think End of Dreams is the same thing where it's itemized really strong for that balanced Feral hybrid. And I don't personally have like a ton of value that I place on stuff in the resto tree outside of Fear when it comes to
They already had a
PvP.
priest, and I said, "Can I chain lightning and drop totems?" And they said yes. And
There's-
I spent the whole run doing that.
There's definitely
Probably could've just opened with my drop totems and be like, yes, that's fine.
there's good points in the resto tree, but a lot of them outside of like nature swiftness I don't find super impactful most of the time. Like I have fun using some, like insect swarm's fun, the reduced cast speed on healing touch is fun, but I'm like I'm not like
We only have one.
I don't feel like I
warlock
have like
for
a
this
really
trash here.
big power spike with those, the same way I
so-
do when I have like feral charge and improved bash.
Hungry, you're gonna
you
be
know,
tanking Star.
like that feels way
gonna
stronger.
CC,
Like it's just way more impactful talent points for the same amount of talents. Not to mention like having
Just make
reduced
sure it's
cost
faced away
on
from the
your
raid.
claw and all that type of stuff.
You want me to wear tankier and just pick up the Earth Lily if it stuns Hungry?
Sure, yeah. Alright, pulling him back.
You know, it's one thing I wanted to do too. I want to try is once we get the full tier 2.5, I'm getting the Druid class enchants on it because those are just better for PvP. Oh no, I'm gonna rip aggro. Oh no, that was scary. But I want to try and see what kind of DPS we pull wearing all of the gear that Blizzard originally intended for Druids to have access to, right? So the tier 2.5 set's obviously itemized with balance in mind. So if we're rocking full tier 2.5 in like a raid environment, I want to see what our DPS would actually be like how much we're gonna miss, all that type of stuff. We're gonna do that once we get the gear. I'm gonna do that too. Do like a video on that. Like playing Druid as it was intended by Blizzard, and see how much DPS we do.
Hopefully I don't see my only weakness. Loot on a mob that drops fire.
It's too dangerous to be kept alive. Oh, I forgot. I had this freaking thing in my bags. I have enough.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pull these back.
I think casters can roll on this now.
Oh my god, dude. That was a double blossom, dude. It's an awesome blossom. Wait, why we have like last week like 6 casters rolled against me on that, now no one's rolling for it?
It's funnier when they're all against you.
Sorry, I'm trying to kill some elementals.
Oh my god, look at these rolls.
If it goes for it, I'm all for it.
This is literally the last BWL item, so like just roll main spec if you want this thing.
To roll for it.
Pretty much any roll will win.
Anyway.
That's ironic roll is currently winning.
No one really wants it.
I will say, even though we're dead, the fact that we have this cool tabard makes it not so
Can we
bad.
get some distracts here? While our
I'll go.
drink.
Orderly line, orderly line. Your next silent.
Resisted.
Yeah, I'm pulling. Should be good.
Still drinking?
Youngest?
William, and then you're a little far over there. You
Really
might
out?
We're trying to get a binding, guys. Keep your fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Across the next binding that we get is a Thunder Fury. We have one of each on 2 different warriors. So the next binding that drops is a guaranteed Thunder Fury for one of our warriors.
Really out? Stare it out.
I'm just downranking.
Dat out. Melee stay in. Nice.
Did we win?
Cast ring though.
It just looks like a necklace crystal to me.
I don't have this ring.
Always those two items, dude. It's dude, it's so ridiculous. The amount of Druid tier that we get that goes unused, and the amount of these stupid rings that we get is just so ridiculous.
Alright, pulling these guys back.
We're doing our OP cleave DPS strategy. One day the eye will drop. I know, we still haven't seen it. We've literally seen 0 eyes. I have never seen that item drop off of a rag. Ever.
First rogue sign up.
I'm gonna grab another drink real quick. Jeez. Why am I not drinking? You want a drink, babe? Huh? No thanks. You want a drink with wine? There you go, man. What? Yeah.
Double breath was pretty brutal. A lot of damage.
That's hardcore.
Alright, we only have one warlock, and we've been struggling a bit with doing the just burning gar. So let's kill some ads this week, just to make it go a little smoother. So, what was that, Henry?
I said tank ads.
Perfect. Yeah, Zan, we'll still have you banish one. Let's have you banish Diamond. Hungry.
Was in
can
a
you
run
pick
with
up
0
Circle and
warriors.
Square. Jiraiya, can you pick up Moon and Star?
That's so ridiculous.
And then Quan pick
Mage
up
has it just
Skull
open
Neck.
up trade, just put it in the do not trade window.
What was that?
Who's here? Wait, it's in the requirement.
That's so funny.
Which ones do I have?
You have Skull and
I would do
Axe.
that too, dude. That's so funny.
We should be able to just basically Zerg Skull like very, very fast. So, just focus on X. I'll pick up Gar.
Gonna get my
Let's
hammer
go
whenever I
ahead
can stop
and
playing.
pull it.
Dude, it's unfortunate, like, cause Can mages can equip Thunder Fury, can they? Isn't it warrior rogue only? Warrior rogue hunter?
And pull skull out, careful, please.
A paladin, yeah.
Sorry, buddy. Quan's down. X is free.
Everyone's on X. Everyone's on X.
My combo points.
Okay, we're on star. We're on star.
We pulled a core hound.
Alright, killing the core hound right now. Everyone switch to the core hound immediately.
Dude, I have this stupid magic debuff on me. Dispel the magic debuff. All the healers have it.
Okay, we're back over to star. We're back over to star. Okay, let's go back to Gar now. Let's finish off Gar. We should be good on those tanks. We need to burn Gar, finish him off.
Cross your fingers, boys. Cross your fingers. Already out of mana. I don't want to use potions or anything. Just walk up.
There we go. Nice job. On to, let's go triangle. Finish triangle off.
No cigar.
Dry
This is
it,
actually really
pick up
good
when you get
PvP
launched.
offhand, though.
Never mind, you're against the wall. All right, Moon next. All right, then we're gonna go.
I need to
square
farm up
next.
some more
I'm taunting
runes, too.
Circle off, you hungry? After Moon dies, over to square.
We need to try and finish bracket 11. Bracket 11. Which we're in the middle of bracket 11 right now, but I feel like if I don't do any PvP tonight, then I'm going to fall
finish
behind.
Off circle. Let's get a tank over to Diamond
Look.
and pick him up as soon as he comes out.
750k honor for bracket 1.
You can stop banishing him. Perfect. Alright. Let's res the dead.
Got our first clear of AQ40 last night. Did you get anything good? You said you got the belt, right? Or is that someone else? How'd you like AQ? I really like AQ. As far as like a raid, I really like enjoy that raid more than I thought. When I've like run it in the past, like doing transmog stuff. I didn't like it, but I actually do really like it.
Alright
And,
guys, well, nice drop
in
tonight.
Classic.
I have posted the raid signups for Thursday. Go ahead and sign up. Unfortunately, we do not have enough people right now, really, for Cthulhu. To do it right now.
You got the ring, nice. That's huge.
Yeah, we had 33 on Thursday, and we still were not very close. We got him pretty far, but he still had like 15+% at the end. But I think on Thursday we'll come in. Hopefully we'll be able to do one.
Pretty
shot
fun aside from
everything,
Visk. Yeah,
and
I
just
feel that.
steamroll through it with a full 40. Go ahead and sign up. It is posted right now in the raid signups channel. I only see 22 signed up. Go sign up. Night Silent.
I already did. And yeah, good night.
I might be playing some Scribble later if anyone wants to join. Call me. You heard me.
Should we do some AB? Do a quick like game.
Nice job tonight, though, guys.
This just shows how unprepared half the guild is. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's one of those fights where if everyone just pays enough gold and consumables, you can just steamroll it really easy, right?
All right, officers, when you get a chance, pop in the officer chat. Everyone else, have a good rest of your night.
Just kidding. I'm gonna hop in officer chat. I'm probably gonna log off anyway.
Take it easy.
I'll leave you guys with the little crit video, the new little commercial that we did. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Like always, I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you guys. I'll be back Thursday. Leave you guys with a little video. See you, Plasma. Bye, guys. Have a good night.